Number 5. Randy Orton's knee injury. During 2019, Randy Orton and AJ Styles were in the midst of a feud. However, just as the pair were due to face off, reports came in to the shock of many that Randy Orton had suffered a knee injury at a WWE house show event. Rumours quickly circulated online, and WWE decided to play along with it by having Orton come out on the following episode of Monday Night Raw with a pair of crutches. As Orton limped to the ring, he played out the injury quite convincingly, and even made his voice crack as he told the fans he might have to take a considerable amount of time away from the ring. However, just as the fans thought this could be the end of Orton, it all turned out to be a big ploy. To bring AJ Styles out to the ring, the Viper would then strike again as he suddenly dropped the crutches and hit AJ with an RKO out of nowhere, with the fans erupting in surprise and joy. Number 4. Alexa Bliss's double-jointed elbow. WWE fans have seen their fair share of gruesome injuries in the ring, and when Alexa Bliss faced off against Sasha Banks at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view for the Raw Women's Championship, many thought disaster had struck. During the match, Bliss tried to outsmart Banks by making it look like she had dislocated her elbow. The fans were shocked to see Bliss's arm dangling like it had been broken in half, but she had swerved everyone, and Sasha Banks included, and would cheap shot Banks to regain the advantage in the match, and Bliss would eventually end up retaining the gold despite losing the match by count-out. But this sneaky gruesome technique definitely left an impression on fans' minds, as Bliss would go on to use this technique again on rare occasions. Number 3. Shawn Michaels passes out. Usually when wrestling storylines blur with reality, it makes for the most compelling of stories, and WWE did just that in 1995 when Shawn Michaels legitimately got beat up in a bar fight with a bunch of Marines. Vince McMahon decided to use the incident in a storyline and played it out during Shawn Michaels' match against Owen Hart on the November 11, 1995 edition of Monday Night Raw, during which HBK collapsed in the ring after taking an enziguri to the back of the head. Michaels lay motionless in the ring. McMahon ran down acting concerned, and a medical team had to be brought out to put Michaels on oxygen. Fans bought into every second of it, when in reality they let Michaels take some time off from having returned too quick to the ring after suffering legitimate injuries from the bar fight. Number 2. John Cena exaggerates recovery time. In October of 2007, John Cena suffered a legitimate pec injury during a match with Mr. Kennedy. Reports stated that Cena would have to undergo surgery to repair the damage done to his pec, and Vince McMahon even stripped Cena of the WWE Championship. However, despite it being a legitimate injury, John Cena and WWE exaggerated the recovery time and claimed that it would take at least 6 months for Cena to return to the ring. Fans bought into the explanation with no reason to doubt it, but weren't prepared for the surprise that WWE had in hand for when Cena made a shocking return during the 2008 Royal Rumble match, and would even go on to win the match by eliminating Triple H, giving the fans a huge surprise and swerve in a moment that is still praised to this day. Number 1. Seth Rollins' knee injury. In 2015, Seth Rollins' run as WWE Champion came to a crashing end after he suffered a legitimate knee injury during a match against Kane at a WWE house show event. Rollins would be forced to relinquish the title and would go on to miss WrestleMania 32. He would eventually make his return in May of 2016 and soon entered the Universal title picture. However, during a match for the title, Triple H's betrayal towards Rollins came out of nowhere, as the Game attacked Rollins during the match and cost him the Universal title, handing it to Kevin Owens. It would result in a feud between the two, during which reports of Rollins re-injuring his knee broke out. Fans were convinced that Rollins would miss yet another WrestleMania, and that maybe he had returned too soon. But the Drip God would reveal it all to be a ruse, and went on to attack Triple H with the crutches, to book their grudge match and finally culminate their feud at WrestleMania 33.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content.